There is a lot more to historic preservation than simply saving old buildings. It's more difficult, but preserving old families and their legacies is far more important. We have a lot of firewood to cut and split today, and we'll be working together to do it. Remember, all of us here today are from the working class, and you probably know what that means. My dad and my cousin Dougie are the first to show up. Old Doug, he curses a lot, so you'll not hear much out of him today, but he's the best dozer operator I've ever known. Out here with us today is my cousin Ricky. Over the past 40 years, he's built a successful excavating company here in Old Cecil County. Most of the equipment out here today belongs to him. Alright. Alright. And here's the wood splitter, designed and built from scratch by my cousin Bobby. A retired boiler maker, he's worked like hell over the past few years to keep this farm together for future generations. Come back! Come back! Come on! Another 6 at whoa! Dad, he's with the operating engineers. Spent a couple of years building the border wall and has worked on pipelines all over the place. The first load goes to Uncle Lawrence. He needs firewood the most, so he's our primary concern today. But there's always a problem. Dump trailer doesn't dump. How much fuel do we have? Not much. Things are starting to come together. It just takes time for everyone to find their place. But there's no way we can move all this wood one backhoe bucket at a time. Now Ricky Jr. is here. He's following in his father's footsteps, and he's making out pretty well. We always end up with some random spectators who come out to watch the show. We come down, gas up the chainsaws, and go back. Over and over all day. But there's a new problem. We've got a lot of hydraulic oil pouring out of one of the machines.
Looks like it's that cylinder.
It's nothing we can't deal with.
Cut them right over it, let them get flipped. You know what I mean? We carry the big log back, hold them right over it, cut one up, come out of the way, and then you bring back, cut it again.
Uncle Lawrence makes a brief appearance out on the hill.
Well, what the hell you doing? I don't know.
Ricky said we got to get out of here. Got like 16 acres.
Yeah, but it's straight. It's only about that big around. We might even wood pile something.
It might be O'Shea Garden. Head apple. Still, it burns just as good as local. Burn good.
Every joint in my body hurts. Every time the weather starts to change.
Over on the wood splitter, we have my cousins Joey and Chris, and some stray kid named Logan that showed up on our doorstep a few months ago. Other cousins have left their marks in the trees over the past 50 years or more.
Yes, Ricky's gonna get on track hoe. He can grab them there. I call it spin that thing. Grab them there, and then he can swing over. We can chunk them, put them right there in that pile. Little Ricky can grab them, put them around. Let me spin around, get my blade that way, Billy. Then I can reach out and pick them, then I can get them back to here. Let me get the bug around.
Where do you want to come? Right here?
They all stop for lunch. I'm not a social butterfly myself, and I live on tea and tobacco, so I keep going. Well, this is a problem. It's letting all the sawdust get right down into my boots. We've been demoted, Dougie. Yeah, pretty sure. Most of the logs are cut, and now we just have to keep splitting.
On the splitter to keep up. We would have done. You had to hand me all that dumb little sheet first.
The logs are all cut, but you can tell these old fellas were tired. They left everything here where they stopped last night. I play with my axe a bit while I wait for them to crawl out of bed. The worst problem, as far as I can tell, with this splitter, is just the sheer amount of wood chips. There's like 2.5, almost 3 feet of chips just built up here. But I'll find a use for it. There's a few cords of firewood here. And I get a couple cords for myself. That, my friends, is why you want to keep your family close. Whenever a farm is lost, a family withers and dies.